What's the deal? What's up, fellas? How you guys doing? Hold on. I hear weird noises outside, and it's either we got a new monkey or my kids are making monkey noises. It's not even coming from the outside. My lion ears. How's everybody's weekend so far? Mine was great. You know why? Like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. And you know why? Because I choose to be. It's a choice. Sorry, let me turn down the music. If you're on the YouTube side. Yeah, I believe contentment and happiness is a choice. Just perspective, right? You can look at things differently. What's up, Sam? What up, Nate? Yanil? Jay? What's up, Jay? How's it going? Hope all is well. Hope the baby's doing great. Hope there's no issues. Hope mama's getting better. Steve-O, Thomas, Marcus, what's up? Kenny in the building. All city. Michigan State. Flayed. That's like a catchy name when you see it in chat. Honestly, I think anyone that has a J in their name it's a noticeable name. I think a J makes a name noticeable. I don't know. Let me know if you guys agree with me. Like the letter J, but also it gets especially noticeable when that J is like in the middle of the word. Not when it doesn't start with J, but when it's in the middle of the word. Like Juan J, just like a J got something about it. But like when you got like a flayed, when it's a J without a J sound, when it's a Y, man, something special about that. Just recognizable. Nice, nice. Vicky, welcome. Can Vicky be a man's name in like India or Pakistan? Is that ever a man's name? I guess I gotta ask the people on a New York stream. Change your lot. Ooh, man, you guys are the goats. You see how valuable you guys are? You guys saved me like unnecessary headache. Thank you. About to open an 8 lot. Yo, let's mark up some levels. Look, daily closed massively bearish last week, so we'd expect to come down bearish this week, right? Today, I mean, for this daily candle. But so far, we've been driving up on the 4-hour. So let's mark up our support here. The extent of the range, obviously the clear, obvious closures, right? And then we can go down. Time frames. I forgot who I was talking to this weekend. We said like at some point price got to come down to grab orders. Because if you're thinking we're going to close above the range and drive up, just the daily, right? So you'd figure even if it drives up at some point, the daily's got to grab some bottom wicks, fill this range either fully or partially to these levels and bounce up. It shouldn't just drive up. If it closes bullish, then tomorrow's daily candle should still come down for a bottom wick and drive up. So if today never comes down and makes that bottom wick, highly likely, right? Even if today it does this, highly likely tomorrow you're going to see this. So at some point I expect the price to come down or retest at least previous daily closure. Perfect. We were bearish for the daily, small time frames, range 2 breakouts. I think to confirm the buys, whether on the smaller or the higher time frame, regardless of what time frame you're looking at here, our buys need to be above 3031.3 here. We need to see closures above. When we close above here, we tend to come up. That would continue with structure on the smaller and the higher time frame. And for sells, I'm okay for sells on a smaller time frame, range 2 breakout. If we start coming down, here, right now, this is where where we want the sells. We want them below here. Okay, that's where you want the sells, but there are nuances to this. This is just off what we see printed right now. As price comes down, it is highly likely to create ranges here, see some play, right? There's levels here. So if we're able to come down here, right, and see play in this area right here across the board, which means as this candle is coming down here, I want to see a reaction in this area. So I want it to tap that area and pull back. If we blast through it, there's no trades anywhere within here. If there's a reaction here, it tells me there's a support and price is coming back to a resistance, ideally somewhere around these areas, to then finish out the range. Okay? So if it happens with volume, it might just do it all in one candle and you'll see this candle fill itself and just come down, right? If we end up forming a bullish candle somewhere in here, right, and then breaking it, then we'll take this as a range 2 breakout and we'll finish out the range. Here we'll be able to take it right there, because at that point this entire range, or whatever's left of it, will be green. That's about 30 pips to get ahead of price coming down further to these areas, right? We'll just have nice runners. But if that plays out, but as of now, with the levels that do exist and with the price points that we've tapped so far, this is where we got to close below in order to look for entries for sells. Okay. And the only other option I see here that can happen, but I don't see enough volume of that happening just in the next hour and a half, 2 hours, is if we're able to come down here, right, and hold this area, then any kind of closure back into range 1 above 30.27 will automatically be buying here on any kind of bottom wick once we close back into range 1. Okay, but we would need to come down here, tap supports here, and then come back up. If we don't get down here, but we only come down to these areas and come back up, I'll probably look for buys when we're back up above here in this area. Ooh, people at the Zoom door. Sorry, excuse me. My apologies. So those are the 3 positions, that this one that we just had here, this one that we just drew out right here, and I can't go back to the previous one. If you guys missed the breakdown, just go back on the YouTube side and just rewind. But for now, we wait. Was there a question, or you want to tell me there's people in the door, at the door? I was just probably hearing voices.
Hey, Rick, I have a question.
What's up?
On your where level you have it marked off at 30.31, the yellow line.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you have it there when you don't have any? The closure is a little bit below that area.
It's extended off to 5. Because there's
Got it. Okay.
look at 3 closures right there, right at it, 3 times where at
Got it.
next.
Okay, got it.
It just played out really fast. Price tapped that area really fast, so that's the area I want to break. I'm just trying to really sharpen it up, right? Before I'd leave it here off the 1 hour or 30, like at this area, but over time I've kind of tried to get a little sharper with those areas, and I just noticed price playing off that area. Let's see if we can, remember, come down, tap here, see some kind of play at this area, pull back and re-break the lows, then we'll look to finish out the range 25 and below, 26 and below. The higher time frame ranges are pretty big. Ideally, we drive through all of this, just, you know, another 70, 80 pips down. It makes our life easier. Four hours still indecisive, right? Some people want to get ahead of things and take a sell here. Nothing's stopping this candle from, you know, pulling back up here. Yeah, it's a strong resistance. You can try to get ahead of the trade, but I'm just gonna let it tell me that it's coming down before I assume it's coming down. Give me a second, chat. I want to get a drink. Benny's sitting in the kitchen, staring at his food on the stove, just thawing, like praying over it, like just staring at it. Nobody there. He's just not even blinking, just staring at it. It's funny, dude. Yeah, 15 no top wick. I only got one though. Like, I'm only looking for buys right now. Till it range through breakout, I'm only looking for buys, right? So I take sells out of my head here. Like, I don't even play that game here. This is the fam. Everybody's good. I haven't been the same all day. I went to have ice cream for breakfast, and it was just like, I don't know how the kids do it. They enjoyed it. I was out of commission. I had ice cream, and I followed that up with beef quesadillas. That was my breakfast. We woke up and, well, I woke up. They've been up for a while. I woke up. I had to run some errands, grab the older one, come back, and then it was like frozen yogurt time. I was like, all right, breakfast, frozen yogurt. Let's do this. Then we went. It was later in the day for me too. And then right after that, right after the frozen yogurt, I just walked across the street. I was starving Marvin, and I grabbed. Oh, you know where I went? I went to Tijuana Flats. They got that hot sauce bar. I basically ate ice cream with hot sauce.
You sound like you're doing some kind of internet challenge or something.
Yeah, it's called raising kids. Except I was the kid today. I was like, you know what? Let's have a dream day, like a day I dreamed when I was a kid. They loved it. Me, not so much.
Yeah, you get reminded sometimes of how quick things can sneak up on you, man. I got on a roller coaster with my daughters a couple years back. Man, I could ride anything in my teenage years. I don't care what it was. But I got on that little rocking seahorse thing that just goes back and forth. I was done for the rest of the day. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, dad
Couldn't believe
puking
it,
on
man.
the side over there.
Yeah, right.
Kids are like, I'm not with him. I'm an infant. I'm
Oh man,
adopted right here. They picked me up on the way here. I don't even know. I'm hitchhiking.
bro, I was so embarrassed, man. I said, what is wrong with me?
I think my last drunk moment was the last embarrassing moment in front of my kids. I had to, like, at my own birthday, like, somebody had to, like, pick me up over their shoulder, one of my boys, and just carry me home. It's funny because it was the end of the party. So earlier in the party, he was lit, and I had to pick him up and drag him to his seat. And then when he sobered up by the end of the party, I was done. So he was like, you know what? I'm going to return the favor. He picked me up and carried me. I was like, damn, it's been a long party where you had a chance to get fucked up and sober up and carry me.
It's crazy.
A long party. I don't know. Previous 30, no bottom wick here. We don't have a top wick here. We're tapping a support. We could flip bullish here. We could come down. Decision making time. Froyo for breakfast. You get the cheesecake bites with it. No, we had. You know what I had? We had the boba tea toppings and the shark gummies. And one big ass marshmallow the size of my fucking fist just on top. Dog, I hate sugar. It, like, I feel like shit. My kids haven't stopped running since like 11 in the morning. They've been out and about, just, they're doing laps around the house. Me? I'm... I can't eat. I can't do nothing the whole day. I feel like shit. It's literally, I feel like, literally, honestly, I feel like I had poison. It poisoned my whole day. But other than that, it was awesome. Kids had fun. It's crazy to me because we grew up, like, growing up, we had like a jar of sugar all the time. Just, you know, my dad, he would, wild as shit, he would take sour cream, sugar, mix it up, and just eat it like that. Sour cream and sugar. I'm like, how the fuck did we grow up, yo? How the fuck did my parents live, grandparents? It's crazy.
I've never heard of that, man. Is that something like from the area you were in growing up?
I don't know. It
I've
was like a
never heard of
thing.
that.
It was like sour cream and
Really?
sugar was a thing.
Wow,
I don't know.
that's wild.
And then we had our own version of like eggnog. It's just easy and cheap to make. Careful here with this wick here.
Wicks, question for you, and apologies if you spoke on this. I got here a little late, but I'm looking at the 15-minute, and I'm looking at two back-to-back candles with no top wicks. Does that mean anything to you if you're focused on the 30?
I'm not really focused on the 30. The 30 was the last closure.
Okay.
That's the last bit of data we have. But just noise. We're bullish, right? And we haven't had what we're looking for. There's no looking for sells here. We don't have a range to break out. This candle has no bottom wick, no range to come down. All you know is you're looking for buys, and your buys will be either after a bounce from here to come up into this range or a closure above.
Gotcha.
The rest of this is just noise.
Yeah, got it.
If you start breaking the lows here, you start breaking this wick right here to the left, coming down, we want to see some play in this area. We don't want this straight drive. I mean, we do if we want to take trades down here and get the higher probability trade, but chances are I don't think we're going to see that much volume here in Asian. So if we come down here and see some play, a break of that range, whatever's range is going to be created in here, once we break the low of it, we can trade it. Whatever range gets created here in range 2, we can trade it once we break out of it. It's a pretty line. Nice lines, bro. That's Steve-O.
I'm not sure how I did that, but I'm trying to undo it.
I got you. I thought you were trying to
And he
show
didn't
something.
even blame the kid.
I would have took it out on Benny. I was like, Benny, get off my keyboard. Let go of the mouse. Guess we won't hear any news till tomorrow. Do we have news tomorrow? Any red folders? (9:45) PMI. Okay. What? That's a good game. Ole Miss, Iowa State. Yeah, Maryland, Colorado State. That's a good game too. Room for the underdogs.
Yeah, we had a few minor upsets, but nothing like years past so far where you got that Cinderella team.
Well, let's see if Colorado State
Yeah,
wins today. If they beat Maryland, Maryland's a 4, Colorado State's a 12. I think they're
Yeah,
the worst team left in the tourney.
Maryland's a tough squad too.
Well, it's 57-56 right now. 10 minutes to go in the second half. Look at that. We tapped this area. So let's see what it does now. It broke it. Yeah, it broke the low. I'd expect it to come down here. Can't do anything. We're going to wait on this hourly to close regardless. Well, let me not say it. There's 19 minutes left. If this starts coming down heavy, we'll have positions before the hourly close, but it's not it just yet. Not too big of a range, right? It's 30-40 pips each side.
Welcome home, Columbia. Beautiful, beautiful. Discovery 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions. Liftoff of mission 41B for the first flight of the orbiter Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Discovery Houston, trim to ATO.
Yeah, Duke got in. St. John's lost.
Beautiful, beautiful.
People at the door. Gotcha. Session trade. Oh, that's Friday. Okay, we're seeing some play here. Never really got to the support here that I'd like. I would like it to tap this area, come up, and then re-break it. Got close. What happened to Ukraine against Belgium? Don't even ask. I was fucking crying. I mean, we had a good 65 minutes. Oh, there's the drop. Not a big drop, 10 pips. Sorry, this shit was extended. I don't know if it's me, but like somehow the 15-minute closures in Asian session have not been driving. We've been getting a 15 closing outside the range, and they would be, we get our top wick and it would never flip. And that's just been happening in Asian, I've noticed. Been needing a higher time frame closure. Tap this area, so it'd be lovely if it can pull back up here and then start re-breaking lows, then we can look for positions. That's a 15 closure here too. I don't like it. I don't like where we closed, and I'd want a steeper pullback. Who won today? Spain or Holland? Netherlands? I was watching Ukraine and I was watching Germany, Italy. It was a really good game. We'll plop down here. Yeah, boy got a bright future. I like him a lot. Lamine Yamal's really good. It's not like he doesn't even show out at like one tourney. He just plays good all the time. right? It's not like he has like a great tourney and like he's living off of that. No. The Euros right now, the Nations League, he's just good. His club games, he's always good. I think I want a closure below here if we're gonna look for sells. Makes more sense. It's interesting. 10 minutes, 40 seconds on this 5. Chat, I'm gonna take a sell right here. Just took a sell. A pip or two late, but it's alright. Might see a reaction here. I'd expect to finish out the rest of the range. If not, we'll finish it out on the next candle. So we broke the low here. We pulled up to the SWIC. I'd expect to finish out the range after re-breaking the low there. The extent of the range is this SWIC. So let's see what happens. Minutes here on the hourly. If we close bearish, we're looking for a top wick sell anyway. If we close with no bottom wick, we're just going to close the position, so the hourly will matter here. Tap this area on the dot. It could pull back here. You know what I'm going to do here again? I'm going to go break even. I'm only a few pips ahead. But I'm gonna move stops to break even because it can flip here, tap the extent of the range that I was talking about. So it could flip bullish and drive against us, but if it doesn't, we'll just get a W. Alright. I'm only up about 8 pips right now, 7 pips. 9, 13. Hold on a second, chat. Let's see. See, can we come down here, or are we just gonna close like this and wait on the hourly? Hold on a second.
I think you're muted, Wiz.
Oh, okay. I closed half here at 11 pips, and I have a runner here. All right, and I'm not gonna touch this. It's either gonna tap 3019 or we're gonna come back up. One of the two. That's it. It's either gonna be this runner or it's gonna be nothing. Okay. So I've closed half at 11. So we're at least gonna walk away from here at 11. And if we can run through here, it'll be great. Let me adjust this. Right there. This will be. All right, give me a second, chat. My brother's here. Hold on. Oh, damn. We came down. I didn't close anything. There's a support here. Damn it. Damn it. Could have closed a quarter here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to touch this. No, I'm not going to touch this. This is either going to come down or come back up. I don't want to touch this. That's it. That's it. Because I look at, right, I'm looking at the hourly here closing in 2 minutes. If we can close below, we'll, you know, we're going to hopefully survive the top wick. We close above, it's all right. We gave it a chance. New hourly, yeah, you can look for top wick entries. Technically add positions if you close below. Damn, how much did I see? 28. Yeah, that would have been total of 40 pips, 39 pips. But just look at the higher time frame. We're really bearish. If we don't come up here to our stops, man, there's a lot of potential here. I don't know, man. We flipped here on the 5, back in range. 1 minute to go. We might hit stops here on this 5. I'm running at 14 pips in profit right now on the runner. But hey,
We got a runner!
I wouldn't have closed full. I think I might have taken another quarter off at this support, but not closed full. Yeah, I was looking to really run through the range here. See what happens. Can we get a closure belowsure? Don't want a bullish close at all on this 5. Nothing bullish. This 5 closing bullish would take our runner out of contention probably. New hourly, we'd have to re-break. We'd have to get taken out here and come back up. Wow, we closed right at it. That 5 closed right at it. Should come up. I would be surprised if we don't get tapped out here. That next resistance is a little bit above our entries, so maybe it'll set up good for the hourly. Got really close. It got less than a pip away. It's about to take me out here. Got exactly 1 point away from my break even. I'd be really surprised if it doesn't come up and re-break that, because we broke the previous 5 high and next 5 level is a bit higher. We'll see. Ideally, that's the top wick and we come down, right? But it closed right at that level. Why would it, right? If you also look, it came back to the previous 5 wick. It's struggling to break it, so there's a level here, right? There's a reason that wick bounced down, so now it's off that same area bouncing up. It's struggling to break this low here, that 5 wick. So it's kind of a resistance turning into support on a really small time frame here. Right there on the 1 actually. So you'd expect this to break the highs now. And there we go. B hit. So a total combined on that trade, 11 pips. Much ado about nothing. Oh, that's the new hourly too? There's a reason I had a level there. I mean, if it comes down, I'll just take it on the next candles. Like, it's... Mm-mm. We closed right at a level. If we pulled back up, we could trade to this level, or if we broke past it, but we could trade to the next one, fine. But right now, we need to really come up here, tap to top. Maybe if we tap 30.26. Yeah, 30.26 areas. I mean, it flips, it comes down, good for you, but I can't justify it here, you know, not when we close right at the level. Any suggestions? Yeah, pineapples at 30.26 or 30.26.8 and no, probably 30.26.6 and 30.25.6. Because if this 15 closes bullish, you're gonna have a chance to get out. I think we got to retest the highs here. I'm a believer we got to retest the highs before the actual drop. The market's going to make a decision when it retests the highs. All right, so we'd want to, well, not we'd want to, but typically it'll retest these highs and then make a decision. Does it want to now create a gladiator candle breakthrough up here for the drive up? Or does it want to hold that area? And if it is going to drive, then that's probably when this will happen, not now. I also believe we still have to break the lows, right? I believe the daily has to flip bearish. Oh, the daily did flip bearish. Look at that. I'm bugging. Hold on. Yeah, the daily flip, it never broke the, this is interesting, see? Remember what I said? We have to come back to at least the previous day. Remember when we started the stream? We at least have to come back to the previous daily closure. I didn't even realize we did it. Yeah, if I realized that when we were driving here off that wick, I might have closed full. Yeah, makes perfect sense. Remember? It was one of the first things I said hopping onto the stream. Eventually, daily's gonna have to flip bearish, and if it continues the bullish drive, we're eventually gonna have to come back to at least the previous daily closure, which we just did. So I don't know. I don't think we need to come down any further. If it does, great, but I don't think it should, because it tapped the levels, the support levels, the very least where it had to come down to on a daily if it was gonna push up. Second pineapple now, you'll probably, if you get a 5 closure, you'll probably get a bottom wick, right? It's tough, the 4 hours indecisive for us here. And 30.26.6 I think is your next pineapple. This is tough. 5 doesn't have a top wick, so that's not a bad pineapple. It's pretty good. You'd expect this 5 to come down, make one, but the level you're bouncing off of is a daily level. It's not an hourly, not a 30, it's a daily level. So your second pineapple right there, right? Now you wait for this candle to pull back on a smaller time frame. Your head and shoulders area, if you're going to come down, this is where you'll see a reaction. All right, your shampoo play here. Oh yeah, Dr. Holmes is at the Zoom door. Sorry, come on in. Oh, plus 11. Did any of you close more than I did? It's my number 458. Closed full for 20. W.
Yeah, I closed at around 30.22.
Flat.
30.22.5 I closed.
That's good. That's a good closure.
Yeah. So that was what about 15, 16 pips there?
Nice.
Just on one position though.
No, that's amazing. For a Sunday session, you're gonna be way ahead of everybody. This shows up tomorrow.
Definitely, man. That exactly what I was thinking. Like, man, I'm not used to seeing this type of volume on Sundays. Me personally, you know, I haven't been on that many Sunday sessions.
It's not even like crazy volume. Like, ranges. This range isn't massive, right? But we only about 90 pips here that we've come down for the session. The entire New York session, you'll be 300-400 pip drives. But the way it's printing, it's given opportunity.
Yes,
Even
absolutely.
The 90. Sometimes it's just driving and there's just no entries or no setup. Or right now it's setting up. So hold on, where was your first entry? Who got in here off the top wick? Right, you got in 30.24, 30.26, 30.28. Your break even is at 30.25, I believe. Right? No, your break even here, 30.25.5 probably around there, that area. You kneel, right?
Yeah, Neil got in at 30.23.8.
23.8 and then 20. And 26. Okay, so you got to get down to like 25 flat. Give it a
Yeah, he
minute.
just wrote 25.4 as his B. Says.
You got to close it at 25.3 here. That's support, regardless of what happens. Break even or not break even. What did it get to? Didn't it get to 25.9? It's a little tough. It's bottom wick. You don't want this to flip. Still respecting this area across the board to the left here. Because you can make a top wick for this previous candle at 30.28 and then come back down. It's still a possibility. You can't do anything though until this candle closes. That's what makes it tough. That's the worst part because, like, right, anything before that, you're being impulsive and not really logical. But being logical can cost you, you know, can cost you a little bit more. But you got to go based on logic and what you see, not what you feel. Even earlier, maybe 25.5, where the support is. Yeah, 25.5, 25.4, same thing. Like, if between 25.3 and 25.5, you gotta close if it comes down there. You get a closure back up above 30.27, you gotta start looking to close out positions. But don't panic. This is just the beginning of the candle. How did your 4 hour? Hold on. He's on futures here. I was gonna say, what does the 4 hour look like on spot? Yeah, that's not too pretty. Damn. Yeah, on spot you got this wick. That's what we have marked off already. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, fuck off. Come down. This is tough. This is tough. Big tap this support, 30.26.3. Minor, but I would probably have, if we get here before the close of the candle, probably a pineapple there. 30.27.9. And that would be it, and then I'd wait for a closure. Yeah, I would probably have a pineapple right here, right where it is, and then wait. Now I'd wait for a closure after that entry. It either blasts through it and I'm wrong and I'll have to manage risk, or like I'm obligated based on the strategy. You'd be obligated to take an entry here, take a sell. It's your final pineapple. The thing is, your entry wasn't based on a range. Your entry wasn't based according to plan after we've closed right at that area. Maybe your area was lower, but then you kind of, I think you would have to agree that you misjudged the level. But even with all that, right? Like the difference between winning and losing a position will be your risk management, right? Not a lot of times it's not the entry, it's how you manage the position after the entry. That's a 15. No top wick, and look, it opened below, so that's probably where the closure is. Be careful. I mean, not be careful, but I don't think you're still, that wasn't a bad closure for you, because that opened below the range. You just want this to pump down heavy now. You might be even, if you took those pineapples here, you might be close to B. I don't know. I don't know how far you are, but that's a solid level right there, right? There's a reason that's marked off. It can go each way. I don't know. 30.26 B. Oh, so you're basically, yeah, 10 pips down on 4 positions. So you're like 40 pips down at that level. Hold it. Hold it. We gotta stack some shit on top of this. Put some bricks over here, bro. Build a brick wall right now. I got you. We're stacking bricks right now, bro. This shit gonna be heavy. Yeah, I don't know. This is one of them fucking... This is the Mayans' construction. I don't know how the fuck they built shit. It's a maze. Oh, we got this. We're just gonna build shit. Can't get through. Stack these bricks right here. Come on, everybody, step right here. Step right. Let's go. We're gonna put some weight on there. We're gonna have people on there, bro. Let's get some. We're gonna have some people standing there. Oh, why we got a stick man? This guy, man, you weigh nothing. We need a fat guy. Come on, guys, add it up. We need a fat guy. Really big fucked up face. Yo, we just held this shit down, bro. You gotta start closing right there. You gotta start closing as it starts coming down to your break evens, bro. If you're 2-3 pips away, close it. Oh, B! We hit B! Ah, what's up, bro? What up, B? This is support. I told you, 30-25. Regardless of what happens, you can't be holding past this. Otherwise, you're doing shit that's illogical. It could come down. It could not. B close. W. Nice. I think the fat guy and whatever this happy guy right here really helped. This giant and this big fucked up forehead right here. Oh, good job. Good thing you closed. This could plummet down, but it doesn't have to. Like at this point, decision-making area here, right? This is a support. You gotta close there. Yeah, got rid of that wall. Yep. Now we can remove that ceiling, that brick ceiling. 100% sure that giant drawing helped. Yeah, that's the brick strategy. We just haven't applied it here in a long time. Did you have your last pineapple right here at the tip of the wicks where I said? Was that what saved you right here? Nice. 28 on the dot. Yeah, you got to do it at these wicks as you pull up. That's your last chance. Oh, I'm so glad you got back. You got back your funds. You figure if this hourly closes bullish like this or the sturdy closes like this, right? You're gonna get a bottom wick on the next one if we don't flip. But that's a good closure. You can't. You cannot justify holding past the support because at this area, this isn't the trade you planned for, and there's a chance it bounces up. Like, wait for the next setup. Even if it runs in your direction, wait for the next setup. Man, what do you suggest when you're like -1 pip, but your ego doesn't let you close, and you go back into more drawdown? That's why I don't look at the profits or the pips. I just look at the levels. My closure for 388 pips wasn't about my profits, right? It was about the levels. That's why I took it came back to B for me, but I'm not gonna sit there and like, oh, for the sake of the stream or for the sake of the winning streak. No, you gotta be logical. You gotta do what's logical. Logic supersedes everything here, right? The only way to maintain logic, right, is to have a clear head, to have, you know, be at full mental capacity. So your psych game is important. Close plus 30, amazing. Hey, Turpy didn't want to say he was in drawdown. Oh no, Turpy took a buy here, right? What are you doing? Oh, you was locked in. Yeah, you were in some DD. You were in some doo-doo. Bro, it's down 1,000. Legit forgot to repay the WAP monthly registration. I pay it. Hop on YouTube with y'all. You said the top of that wick there thing. I sold, made my 1,000 back instantly. I love trading. Trading is amazing. Imagine what you could do if you didn't take that first 1,000 down. You just gotta, now you can figure it out what the problem is. Now how do you avoid that first 1,000 down? Is it that wick thing? Wick there thing. It's funny. Oh, by the way, if you're on the YouTube side, hop on to the Zoom side, because we're gonna do a giveaway. I was gonna say a raffle. We'll do a giveaway. Hop onto the Zoom side. Yeah, do it now. I don't even want to wait for. We'll run it after the 30 closure here in 6 minutes. So you have 6 minutes to hop on. All right. As of right now, nobody comment anything in the Zoom chat except your own name. Just put down your own name. Everybody that's in here, put down your own name. If you haven't logged in yet, go ahead. You got 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Hop in, put down your own name, and we'll run a giveaway for 50K. Wow, Maryland just won on the last second, 72-71 over Colorado State. That's crazy. Oh well. All right, who's gonna win the 50K account today? Who gonna do it? Who gonna do it? Yeah, once the 30 close, you guys have 5 minutes. Matter of fact, if y'all got 5 minutes, I got 5 minutes. Is it me, or does 20 minutes, whenever you tell somebody I'll be there in 20 minutes, that sounds faster than 15? Like when somebody tells me I'll be there in 15 minutes, I'm like, fuck, man, I'm going to wait an hour. When somebody tells me 20 minutes, I'm like, all right, 20 minutes, that's cool. That seems legit. Like you're either far away and you're exaggerating a bit, but from 30 to 20, cool. Or like, you know, 15, when somebody tells me I'll be there in 15, I feel like they're still home. Yeah, they still home, bro. Yo, this is a guy reading my mind. Yeah, I feel like if they tell me 15 minutes, motherfuckers are still home. Give it 15 minutes. This shit always sounds longer than 20. If they tell me some shit that's not like a 5 or a 0, if they tell me like 18 minutes, then I know it's legit because they're looking at their like Google Maps and it's telling them how long it's gonna take. Terpy at the Zoom. Oh, hold on. Let me let some people in. Sorry, give me a second. I got a handful of Mary Jane. Fuck. Hold on, Terps. Oh, Joey G. Terpy. Yeah.
Wix, what you need to do is start throwing people off. Just somebody ask you how close you are, just tell them like I'm 1.7 miles away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just really throw them off.
Huh.
Let them figure out the time.
Start telling them like moon cycles and shit. According to the
Exactly.
Mayan calendar.
Kilometers and
Yeah. Wait.
Yo, quick side note, man. Maryland won that game.
Yeah,
on
I just
a
watched.
second shot.
I just said it. Yeah, Maryland just won.
Man, listen. I don't know if anybody watches, but I'm telling you,
That's
that
the
dude
team?
traveled. He traveled on that last shot,
on the
man.
last second.
Absolutely.
That's what they're talking about right now, I think.
Okay. Yeah. I'm shocked. No one's seen that yet, but that was absolutely a travel. That shouldn't have counted, man. Colorado State should be Cinderella right now. Just saying.
Homie took a bus.
Yeah, he did, man. Hey, it went in though. If the ref ain't see it, it didn't happen.
The thing is, the refs don't want to be the one to decide the game.
That's absolutely. You if you're a ref, you can't make that call.
Because
You
yeah,
can't.
the game's decided on your whistle. No, the refs ain't.
Yeah, oh
they're
my
not-
God,
they're gonna let it
yeah,
go.
yeah.
and just
Absolutely.
interact.
He got away with one though. He definitely did. But nah, you're right. You're absolutely right, man. There's no way the ref's making that call.
They should. They can't let him score there. They shouldn't travel or not. They can't let him.
That's it. It's a hell of a shot too.
For real, fuck those parlays. Anyone here ever won the lottery? No?
Not even close.
Anybody here ever won more than like $50?
Yeah, I'd be killing some scratch offs, man. Lottery not my thing, but scratch offs, boy. I don't do too bad.
30 closed bullish, 15 bearish. What are we doing? Squeezing. 5 looking nice. Close below the most recent here. That should come down. Should. I don't know if it will. I'm not gonna trade this range till we break out of it. I want to see heavy volume. I don't want us to print in this area at all. 2 hour bearish, 1 hour bullish, 30-minute bullish, 15 is bearish, 5 is, it's like every time frame is telling a different story. All right, did everybody put their names in the chat? Yeah, I think that's it. That's everybody, right? Last call to put your name in the Zoom chat. Alright, let's run this. Oh, there's a Juan. Alright, but after this, that's it. After Juan, there will be no Juan. No Juan. go. $25. Turpy the chemist. Hopkins the whale. Nisha the Black Widow? I don't think they got that right. Dr. Holmes, the surgeon. The surgeon. W. Jose the Knife? Nah.
I see you, Weeks.
What's up? Who's over there? Great talk. All right, is that everybody's name? Everybody see their name? Jada Smuggler, yeah. All right, so let's run it. The winner is...
Nah, come on.
That's number 3 for Kenny. That's his third win.
This dude got more wins than Taylor Swift, man. Come on.
Yo, what the hell? You got runners going on this too, right? As well as the buys. God damn. All right, congratulations. God damn.
Jay said, all right, congratulations.
What else am I going to say?
I hear you, man. You got it, Kenny. You got it.
Where you at, bro? I wish I said congrats, I guess. Alright. Kenny, just remind me, send me a DM. Remind me, I'm gonna have to do this shit even though I don't want to. You're making me look bad, Kenny. It's third time he won. I think it's your first time taking a 50K though, right? The first 2 times I think he took down a 25K. By the time we're done here, Kenny's gonna have like 1.5 million in funded. Just one.
It's crazy. I love it.
The Bratva boss. The Bratva, the brothers. All right. Yep. Just remind me. Send me a DM on IG. Oh, damn! That 5 came all the way up. Ha. One thing you knew closed. Call it a session. Need to get some sleep. If I'm going to be honest here, yeah, there's going to be no more positions here. I'm done for the session. There would be... Well, hold on. Before I say that, I'm not necessarily done for the session. This is going to depend on this closure here on this 30. I might have something here off the hourly, depending how much range this leaves. Higher time frame, we're coming back from the support of range 2 back into range 1. Technically, any closure here with a top wick, we are looking for bottom wick entries. So I don't want to say there's no more entries here, but probably not in the session. It would have to be after 10 p.m. So I mean, let's hang out here. We'll hang out here for. Folks want to do an Insta reel, promote Sunday sessions? Sure. Need clippers. Hiring clippers.
And Wix, you're considering buys because we tapped the bottom of that range, right?
Yeah, bottom range too. We we never got to the bottom. I remember I called it earlier in the session when I was talking
Right.
about before all of our bricks. It's a lot of bricks. Oh, even you don't have no more. We can go back. Oh well, good drawing though. Yeah, if we came up off the middle of this range, then it would be different. But now that we've tapped this support, it's a higher time frame level. If we come back up into range 1, I'll say that now we don't really need to come back down there to tap a higher time frame level. If we bottomed out somewhere here, right, and came up, then I would say, all right, there's a chance we come down and tap the higher time frame level before having the drive up. We'll probably end up tapping these areas before eventually coming up here. But now that we've tapped it, I wouldn't really expect it. We've already been there. So where else are we going? Next higher time frame resistance.
It's amazing. We literally just talked about this earlier, man.
Yeah, we drew it out. Yeah.
Literally. No, I mean, I don't know if you remember on
Oh, we spoke about it on
the call earlier this afternoon. Yeah, literally the exact same,
I don't know if
the
you
exact
remember,
thing
that
you
shit was
talked
like
about.
3 hours ago.
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
crazy
lit yet,
though.
bro. It's not lit.
It's just amazing how you called it and now I'm seeing it in action. It's amazing.
Just gotta wait now. Because we don't know if it'll close or not.
Yeah, it just helps it sink in faster because I understand with it tapping the bottom of that range, why you can look for buys now. Now that you've explained it and I've seen it, it helps it sink in fast.
5 is pretty lovely here, but I can take that off the 5. Previous 15 and 30 closed bearish. What would keep you out of positions here on the hourly closure is either a closure with no wick on this candle or at resistance. That would keep you out of positions. If you close with a top wick and room to resistance or past resistance, you're in good shape. I'll also say this: if you're a little bit past resistance here, it's 10 p.m. Your position set up, but it's not during the volume time. There could be a chance that you're right in your breakdown, and at the end of this hourly, the candle will look like this. But the volume might not be there. So you might end up doing this. For the next 3-4 hours until pre-London and around 2 a.m., 2:30. When the volume kicks in, you're going to do exactly what you were just looking for. And it's going to do this again. And that's going to be the time for it to drive, because that'll be the volume time. A lot of times when it's not the volume time, but it's the right position that's setting up, it might not give you the drive because of the lack of volume. So it'll hang around. You won't be wrong. It won't take you down here, but it just won't be timing. It won't be the time, right? It won't be the time for it to drive it because of the lack of volume. So it'll need market open. It'll need the market to be running. So you'll see this quite often when it's out of volume time. But for now, we don't care. We could trade this up to here. We just need a range to be left here on this candle in the shape of a wick. So we could look for bottom wick entries somewhere at these areas where we've seen them historically, right? Last time you had a closure in this area, right? You look where the bottom wick came down to. So closed above, right? If we close somewhere right here at the same area, that wick came down to here, so you're probably looking at your entries right there. I think the 5 already grabbed it though. I think it might have played out. Yeah, the 5 grabbed a bit of a lower level, so still come down there. It's a school night, but not for my kids. I'm so happy. I'm just happy I don't have to wake up in the morning and take them to school. I could just show up over here. if you
Is
were
there
really
a
locked, what was that?
is there spring break early because they get out early?
No, there's
Like,
spring break. It's by county, I think, but they try not to make it the same time as like the high schools, the junior highs, and the colleges. They don't want them mixing at the same time, so they'll have them like a week apart.
Gotcha.
And
So
like,
what are they going to do when Easter happens? Because Easter's not for like another month. Are they get more time off for that, or?
hell yeah.
Oh wow, nice.
It's not Kwanzaa. It's Easter. Hell yeah. If it's a Jewish holiday, we get a month off on a Jewish holiday.
Crazy.
We get I think all of October off. Because it's like 3 Jewish holidays, and it's like holy shit, like every other day it's like off half a day. If it's if it's a Hanukkah or a Rosh Hashanah or a Yom Kippur, man, you know we party and dreidel baby. I'm over here, bro. I do my best Jewish impression. You crazy? When it's a Jewish holiday, I'm out here like this. I'm out here with my little twisties, bro. Curl these up. You know how we do. I'm Jamaican. You know how they do the little sideburn hair? I go to every synagogue, get recognized. I'm just gonna run streams like this on Jewish holidays. Oh man, you wait till Hanukkah, you get 7 days of these. 8 days. Wait till we get to Hanukkah, bro. Gotta hide that hair behind me. We're gonna light a menorah right on stream. It's just gonna stand right here. We're gonna do the menorah lighting. Probably light a menorah and a tree at the same time. This is good for now. We got this top wick. Closure will be everything here. 15 closed. Bottom wick here and a drive up. Where did we talk about that wick? Right here, right? There's a chance this taps this area. But I think I want the hourly close. Let's get rid of all the levels here. That is interesting. Wow. This should be entry. I'm not gonna touch it here. I just don't think it's time-wise the right thing to do. I'm looking at these wicks. This is where we've topped out at. This is a good entry. Otherwise, New York session, middle of New York. For me, timing-wise, I'm a little skeptical here because I don't think it's the time to drive to fill the range up here. But if it is, great. I mean, if you guys are taking this, I can't hold you. Like, it's set up perfectly for what we usually do. I just don't like the timing of how this is playing out, and the 4 hour here is a fucking doji candle that hasn't closed yet. Right, this fucking thing can close bullish, could close bearish. But man, New York session, I think think we're in multiple entries here. Right now, I would be careful the way this printed. It's interesting, matches up with this level here too. Right, you might get a bearish 4-hour closure and then you're looking for top wick sells, right? Well, not in this case. In this case, you're still in a range in a smaller time frame. But you'd expect the next 4 hour to come down then after that, right? If this 4 hour closes bearish. This is not pretty. This is very nuanced. I wonder if there's a 5 level here somewhere on the wick. No. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Look at that wick right off that area. Come down. It was coming up, right? Same thing as what we were seeing right now. Coming up, tap that area, and plummet down. And what time was this? I wonder if this is Asian. No, it's not. This is right after oh, this is London. This is middle of London. It wasn't ready in London. It waited for New York to break above. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about right here. Right now, I think we're in this part. But when it's volume time and it does it again, boom. So it'll do this thing again here, right? During a volume time. And when it's volume time, it'll drive. That's what I was talking about. So it's not like you're wrong here on this closure. It's just not volume time. But over here, this is middle of London. So I don't know why it's doing that. I would expect this to come up. Anyway, let's go back to current price. Yeah, what a tough candle here, tough read, but it's more of an experienced read there. This 15 can still ride up, right? It did that in the first 5 minutes of this candle, this bottom wick. But I will wait on this hourly and to see if the hourly can break up. At this point now, it would be this area where we've rejected from. Can the 15 flip ski? We want this 15 to flip bullish here and come up here because that would close the hourly above. We want that to happen. Will it happen? We don't know. Yeah, we also don't have a bottom wick here on the hourly. Previous hourly closed pretty bearish. See, that one closed at a resistance. I mean, at a support. This one closed at a resistance on the 15. Right, and if it's not clear, right, if it's not like 100% like clearly identifiable, right, and like you're absolutely like, you know, sure of yourself in this position, you're not obligated to take it. There's positions that are going to set up that are way clearer, right? Just because you're here, you don't have to be in that position. Like, there are going to be times when it sets up and it's not even questionable. It's really obvious that, like, it's just blatantly obvious, right? And you can take those. You're not obligated to play the guessing game here. Jack, give me 8 minutes. I'll be right back before the closure. Hold on. You guys ever hear a knock on a door where nobody's supposed to be there? And you fucking go to open it up? And it's your guilty conscience? Because you know you're expecting some strippers that you just called for, and they're not there at the door? No, I'm just kidding. You'd be like, damn, I shouldn't have called them. It's too late for this. This is school night. Honey, put the pole away. Right. I'm canceling on the fucking strippers. And that brought us down back to 26.6k subs. They be hating. I said I was going to be back in 8 minutes. I forgot about that. It's one of those times where if all you know about our strategy is taking bottom wick entries or top wick, taking wick entries when we have drives like this, we'd get burned. Wow. Two like this in one session, that is tough. If your levels aren't on point here, life could get really difficult. Two hours closing bearish, 4 hours closing weak bearish for now. 2 minutes left. UX, why would you say this wasn't valid to take on the 15? I went over this. Just timing and levels where it closed. like we went back, right? There's here. See that closure? It kind of falls in line with this support. Yeah, the next candle opened up down here, but you got to realize that this was a daily closure right there. And the next day it just opened up here. So this was the gap between the days, right? This was Friday. This is Sunday. So you had a level here on the closure. Right? So it closed right at it. Next thing you know, you look left, see if there's any wicks popping off right off that area. And then we looked left and we saw a wick right here. Right? The price came up also on the drive there and went straight back down. And that's what I just went over. Maybe just wasn't time and it had to wait. Similar. But this is on the 15. You did wick right off that area. So if we extend it, right, and we go back to our price right now, that's right where we drove off. See that? Where we came down. So with this level and that wick and the timing in the market right now, there's multiple things telling me there are better positions. Taking an entry here is like, it's just unnecessary risk, right? Yeah, you could win. But if it wins, fine. I'm okay with not taking, like, this trade wasn't gonna, you know, be the decisive factor in my trading career. This wasn't gonna be, you know, this wasn't gonna be my downfall or my ride up. So it's not worth it. All right, yeah. I mean, this looks like ass and feet. Let's call it a session, gang. Gave it a chance. We gave our runner a chance. I saw about 49 pips. Closed at 11. Such is life in trading. It's okay. Tomorrow, New York session. We will be live 8 a.m. sharp because I don't have to take the kids to school. So, hey, if we're setting up, be early. If the market's setting up 7:30, 7:45, we'll have positions, right? I always say early bird gets the worm. So be here early, 7:30. If it's setting up, if you see that it's ranging and it's clearly not setting up, yeah, we'll start at like 8. But if it's setting up, I'll hop on early just for the sake of taking the position. All right, so I'll see you guys tomorrow around 8 a.m. Thank you for hanging out with me for the last 2 hours, and congrats to Kenny on his 3rd account. Bro, this shit is rigged. Honestly, I don't even trust it. Kenny, are you even trading them accounts or just stacking them? You're waiting to just like grab 200K in accounts and just flip them? $500-$600? Man, if they had that when you like don't have to worry about news, I just full margin these accounts on news. All right, yeah, let's call. No need for any more Japanese. I'll see you guys mañana. All right, tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you, Wix. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thanks,
Good
Wix.
night.
Peace, man.
Peace.